boy, did that suck.
Change to channel 8.
Think you're getting a great deal delivered?
You give them your credit card information and nothing comes. Because it's a thief.
Potential predators have all kinds of ways to get their hands on your money. Watch when authorities
11,
say these two were caught
40,
red-handed on camera.
11:39 p.m.
What is Miley Cyrus's new mystery man? We knew she could shock us. We just didn't know she could do it like this. But first, the Nightline 5.
In the fraction of time we spend driving in reverse, about 500,000 accidents occur each year, which is why the Infiniti QX60 has world's first safety technology available, like backup collision intervention, which can brake even before you do, to help keep everyone safe. Lease the Infiniti QX60 for $459 a month. Visit your local Infiniti retailer.
Number 1 in just 60 seconds. The Cadillac Summer Collection is here.
Visit your Metroplex Cadillac dealer for these impressive offers during the Cadillac Summer's Best event. Hurry in. Offers end September 2nd.
Goodbye, Right Amendment. Hello, new nonstop. Celebrate new nonstops across America from left field. With nonstops nationwide from deep in the heart of Dallas, all you need is love.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Tonight, we're taking you inside the dark arts of hostage negotiations with someone who knows them all too well. Kidnapping is a booming criminal enterprise, and you're about to meet a mom who lived every parent's worst nightmare when her journalist son was taken by terrorists. So how did he get out alive? Here's ABC's chief investigative correspondent, Brian Ross.
My name is Peter Curtis. I'm a journalist in the city of Boston, Massachusetts, USA.
A hostage video sent by Al-Qaeda in Syria, and the beginning of a 2-year nightmare for freelance journalist Peter Curtis and his family is now finally ended with his release.
She's been through so much, so many terrible things that I don't know about and don't really want to know about.
Today, Curtis's mother told Amy Robach of ABC News about the agonizing months when she did not know what would happen to her son.
Those days had to be excruciating. They were excruciating. It was a real roller coaster, but I was getting words of reassurance, but if I didn't hear something, then of course I would worry that maybe there would be something would go wrong. But, you know, in Theo's case, it turned out all right.
Al-Qaeda and other terror groups have now turned hostage-taking into a thriving business, putting the captives' families, their employers, and their governments in the difficult position of negotiating with people who put little value on human life.
If you accept the demands, I live. If you don't accept the demands, then I die.
I think most people would say, I value life, I want to get them out, I'll do what I have to do, and please help me. And that's what we do.
Former FBI agent Jack Coonan now works as a full-time negotiator who has helped gain the release of more than 150 kidnapped victims, including one European journalist held by ISIS.
There is a reason to negotiate with them. You can talk to them, and you are going to be treated very badly on the phone. You're going to receive emails, you're going to receive videos, you're going to do everything that you possibly can do to keep that information stream alive.
For the European journalists who have been set free by ISIS, Coonan says the average ransom is about $2 million in cash, U.S.
They don't take a wire transfer. They don't take credit cards. They don't take euros. They want cash. But you are held at their mercy. So imagine trying to move a sum of money around like that in a war zone.
Clunan says the actual exchange with ISIS often takes place near certain border crossings with Turkey.
There is an expanse of territory that's basically considered no man's zone. And then you're going to have to move them, probably under the cover of darkness, which they control.
In the case of James Foley, ISIS made a ransom demand of some $130 million, plus the release of certain al-Qaeda prisoners. Clunan says ISIS wants more than ransom for its American hostages.
And let's be brutally honest. This is a game of revenge. And revenge is sweet to them, and they want to take it. We are, in their minds, the worst people on the face of the earth.
British authorities today were focusing on neighborhoods in London where several hundred young Muslim men have been recruited to become some of the most brutal jihadists in the ISIS organization, including this man, a one-time rapper known on YouTube as El Jinny, whose father is awaiting trial in New York for the al-Qaeda attacks on U.S. embassies in Africa. 2 weeks ago, there was this El Jinny social media posting showing the severed head of a Syrian soldier, saying, quote, "Beheading is the only cure."
Their only source of identity is a very extreme and arguably manipulated version of Islam that says, you know, I don't belong to any nation, I'm only loyal to Islam, and America is our principal enemy.
British authorities don't believe the rapper was the executioner of James Foley, but they say they are close to figuring out who he is. Starting with the eyes of the hooded man, advanced facial recognition experts created this likeness of the possible killer, clean-shaven, and then with a mustache. Whoever he is, London radical Muslim cleric Anjan Chaudhry says Foley's death could have been prevented if the U.S. had negotiated with ISIS over the release of prisoners held by the U.S.
His life could have been saved, but in war people kill each other. However gruesome it may look, however much it may have shocked the world, the fact is it has circumstances and we cannot ignore those.
And with American journalist Steve Sotloff and 2 other Americans still held hostage by ISIS, the debate has been raised anew about whether to negotiate with terrorists.
It's the code of honor. If we ask people to do extraordinary things, if things go wrong, we have to do extraordinary things to get them back.
ABC News foreign editor John Williams dealt with the issue when he worked at the BBC and helped gain the freedom of BBC correspondent Alan Johnston in Gaza.
They said he'd been executed. He hadn't, but they said he had been executed. And so when eventually a video emerged of Alan, we were thrilled.
They've fed me well. There's been no violence towards me at all.
Just to see him alive.
Because we had convinced ourselves, and his parents had convinced themselves, that he was dead. So everybody thinks the hostage videos are a terrible thing. Actually, to those who are closest to the kidnapped victim, they're proof of life.
Free Alan now!
As Johnston spent almost 114 days in captivity, the BBC negotiated online.
It turned out the message was coming from an intermediary sitting in Germany. He was talking to us and talking to the kidnappers and then channeling the messages from one to another.
Ultimately, the BBC reporter was freed, but only after the terror group Hamas interceded on his behalf.
So for the last week, I thought of very little else, that Alan was kidnapped for 114 days. Jim Foley had been in for nearly 2 years. I think it's hard to overstate the burden that puts on someone who is living through a kidnap.
A burden at least 3 more American families are facing tonight. For Nightline, Brian Ross, ABC News, New York.
And our thoughts go out to those families tonight. Thanks to Brian Ross for that report. Up next for us, ready for one last summer vacation? Ingenious scammers are finding all sorts of ways to take advantage of travelers. What to watch out for, coming up next.
Looking for a convenient way to fill your Viagra prescription online? Go to Viagra.com to find out about Viagra home delivery. Millions of men have some degree of erectile dysfunction. Talk to your doctor. If Viagra is right for you, you can fill your prescription at your pharmacy or check out Viagra home delivery and get started at Viagra.com. Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain. It may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing. Viagra Home Delivery, a convenient way to have prescription Viagra shipped straight to you. Go to Viagra.com to get started. They say his magic erasers tackle so many messes that Mr. Clean once wrote a book about them. Not only do they clean everyday dirt, they clean a lot of unexpected stuff too, like scuffed up shoes, tops stuck on sticker gunk, and lots more. In fact, his book got so full, he made a website instead. Share your magic eraser tips at mycleanbook.com.
Zantac heartburn alert! Stop! Nexium can take 24 hours to work. Zantac's different. Zantac rushes relief in as little as 30 minutes. For relief without the wait, try Zantac. No pill relieves heartburn faster.
Tuesday, imagine having the window seat next to him. So why'd they have to duct tape him to his seat? And what if you found this in your luggage?
So you found someone else's underwear in your bag? Ugh.
Think you've been on a vacation from hell? Just watch this. Tuesday at 10, 9 Central on ABC.
Why choose Apple Orthodontics? Affordable monthly payments. New technology can reduce treatment time up to 50%. Braces for children and adults. Free consultation at $249 value. Call Apple Orthodontics.
Wanted out into this great unknown. And when it's done, believe that I will yell it from that mountain.
Find summer. The Chevy Labor Day sale. Get 0% financing for 72 months plus a total value of $4,000 on this 2014 Silverado All-Star Edition and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
When you're battling cancer, you pray for a cure. But Greg Abbott did his best to keep my prayers from being answered.
Greg Abbott was charged with overseeing the State Cancer Research Fund, but he let his wealthiest donors take tens of millions in taxpayer dollars without proper oversight.
They showered Abbott with gifts and free vacations, and they made off with money that was meant to find a cure. I pray that Greg Abbott never becomes our governor.
At Rooms to Go, Labor Day starts right now with a great selection of beautiful furniture at irresistible Labor Day prices. Rush right into the store kind of savings. Plus, to make buying easier, you can finance interest-free until January 2020. That's right, 2020, over 5 years from now. Are you getting the picture? Hurry to Rooms to Go today. Get great-looking furniture, amazing Labor Day savings, and interest-free financing until January 2020. No games, no gimmicks. Now at Rooms to Go.
It's time for sizzling summer savings at Apple Orthodontics. You've waited long enough. Get started with a free consult and then get braces with payments as low as $129 per month. You'll love your new smile from Apple Orthodontics.
Bill Dickinson here with Southwest Kia, and we're in the middle of our summer sell-down event going on right now at Southwest Kia, where we have over 5 vehicles for under $250 per month. Take home a 2015 model Kia Sorento, 36 lease payments of only $239 a month. That's 36 payments of only $239 a month. Shop us online at southwestkia.com, and then come see us at I-20 in Southampton, 635 in Oaks in Mesquite, or I-30 in Rockwall. And remember, if I can't feed a new car Kia deal in Texas, I'm just going to give it to you.
So what's worse than waiting for your food to be delivered? How about if it never shows up? Now, some of those flyers under your door are more than just annoying. They could be helping crooks pull off a fast food fast one. And that's not the only way clever scammers can come after your money. So before you head off for that last summer holiday, how can you protect yourself from those seriously sneaky schemes? Here's ABC's Lindsay Davis.
Cape Paul's was one of my favorite restaurants.
It began as a fun trip for this mother-daughter duo, but for Chris and Katie Bisek, their stay at this New Orleans hotel quickly turned into a nightmare.
It's about midnight, and our hotel room phone rings, and it's one of the ladies from the front desk explaining, I need your card number to put on file, otherwise, you know, you need to get out of the room. And I was like, oh my, okay, this lady's serious. So I gave her my card number, and that was that.
So Katie gave her debit card number and went back to sleep. But the next morning,
I woke up and immediately thought to myself,
There was something sketchy about that call. She checks her bank account and realizes all her money is gone.
But it turns out it wasn't the hotel front desk. Katie had given her information to a scammer. And this particular scam is so common, many hotels, including the one Chris and Katie stayed at, post warnings about it. The American hotel and lodging industry says it provides regular updates to hoteliers on scammers targeting hotel guests. Like this one, the pizza scam.
You'll find flyers under your door when you check into the hotel. You call, you give them your credit card information, you order your pizza, and nothing comes.
Because they're really not a restaurant.
It's not a restaurant, it's not a pizzeria, it's nothing. It's a thief. There's the Wi-Fi scam, and that's where you, in your hotel, you're searching for a Wi-Fi system. You find the system you think is the hotel's Wi-Fi system, but it isn't. And be very careful with the kind of information that you provide and the kind of things that you do. Stay away from banking transactions. Maybe don't look at your email.
In a statement to ABC News, a representative from the St. Christopher Hotel writes, "Every guest who checks into our hotel is given a credit card scam letter, making the guest aware of the scam and advising the guest not to divulge any credit card or other sensitive information." But the BISEC say they didn't see the warning letter until it was too late. And it's not just at hotels where you can fall victim to these kinds of scams. As millions of Americans hit the road next week for the Labor Day weekend, thieves are also preying on ATM machines and gas stations with a practice called skimming.
I knew it was stealing, I knew it was wrong.
Dan DeFilippi is a reformed credit card hacker who got busted and switched sides to avoid prison time.
I was printing my own fake credit cards, and I would go to the store, purchase electronics, and I would resell them.
He spent 2 years training agents in the dark art of skimming. He spoke to my colleague, Nick Watt.
The ATM cashing was the easiest and best way to make money, and I was making thousands of dollars a day in cash doing that.
But DeFilippi's favorite target? Gas stations, installing gadgets like this one inside the pumps.
Gas station skimming is one of the easiest and best ways of doing it because it's hidden. The person using it will never see it. It only takes seconds to open it up and put it in there. So this is the reader that would be inside the gas pump, and so you would just swipe it through and it would read it right here. Nobody would know the difference.
When investigators at the Arizona Department of Weights and Measures
we're here checking for skimming devices.
Found a skimmer inside this gas pump, they decided it was time to fight fire with fire.
We inserted one of these little night vision spy cams in the back of the dispenser.
And bingo! Here's the view from that camera inside, apparently showing a man and woman team caught red-handed.
And what we have here, we have the guy. And I have Mrs. It's awesome.
They start bickering when they can't find any of their devices.
So it's almost like a husband and wife team arguing about wherever their skimmer is because somebody got it. And that was us. We got it.
Law enforcement is still on the hunt for Mr. and Mrs. Skimmer. But in the meantime, there are some things you can and should do to protect your digits. Rule number 1, never give credit card information over the phone once you've checked into a room.
Go to the front desk. You want to see the person who's getting this information from you. I tell family members, friends, we'll travel, don't leave anything over the telephone.
Number 2, check in with a credit card instead of a debit card.
They can move that money out of your bank account in the blink of an eye.
And if you're fueling up, choose a pump near the attendant. Crooks prefer to operate in the shadows, or you can always pay in cash. Lastly, no matter where you are, check your account a lot. Most companies will erase any fraudulent charges on your credit card if you report them within 60 days.
It happens in the best places, the most secure locations. Things like this can potentially happen.
As for the BISECs, they say their trip was ruined.
We were especially embarrassed because we consider ourselves kind of savvy to that sort of thing, you know, like we couldn't possibly be scammed, like that we would fall for that.
The advice we consistently heard, it's fine to let your hair down on vacation, but don't let down your guard. For Nightline, I'm Lindsay Davis in New York.
Next, it wasn't a racy dress or even a new celebrity hookup that had everyone talking at the VMAs. How Miley Cyrus stole the show without even getting on stage.
ABC News Nightline, brought to you by Depend.
It's time to bring it out in the open. It's time to drop your pants for underwearness. A cause to support the over 65 million people who may need Depend underwear. Show them they're not alone and show off a pair of Depend. Because wearing a different kind of underwear is no big deal. Join us. Support the cause and get a free sample of Depend at underwearness.com.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know Pinocchio was a bad motivational speaker?
I look around this room and I see nothing but untapped potential. You have potential. You have... Oh boy.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Now what's the matter, buddy? Ain't you heard of that school? It's #1 in the state. So be true to your school now. Just like you are to your girl. Be true to your school now. And let your colors fly. Be true to your school.
Tomorrow, GMA's got the hottest back-to-school last-minute deals for you. Plus, behind the scenes and on the red carpet at the Emmys. Tomorrow on ABC's Good Morning America.
Everybody in the pool coming up tomorrow at 9. We dive into the resort-style luxury fun of Windstar World Casino and Resort's new pool tower. And did I mention it has 2 spas and private cabanas? Then long, lush, and totally hot. How mascara is lashing out in 3D.
The 2014 Kim Dobson Model Search is on Saturday, September 13th at Stonebriar Center. To walk the runway for our judges, register now on WFAA.com/model search. You may be the one that wins the coveted contract. Register now on WFAA.com/model search.
I'm a chubby girl at heart, and since I was little, I wanted a truck. My favorite part would be the new style. I think it's very clean, and then I also love the technology in it. The whole interior is incredible. It drives really well, and it's very quiet on the inside. It's more spacious also than the past models. I use my truck for going to work, going to school, and going out with my friends. It's like my baby, so I'm very proud of my truck.
I'm Greg Abbott's mother-in-law, but I also became his madrina, his godmother, when he joined our church. Greg is a man who keeps his word and always looks out for his family and his faith. He has a deep commitment to public service and our values. He is someone you can trust. I love having Greg Abbott as my son-in-law, and Texans will love having him as their governor.
Big Fish Casino. Download the app for free on iPhone, iPad, or Android.
We all need car insurance, and the way I do it is by searching online. I saw CompareNow.com and decided to check it out. I put in my information, and then all these quotes from a bunch of different companies came up side by side so I could compare. Once I saw the prices, I couldn't believe it. I went to some of the other auto insurance companies just to double check. I ended up saving over $700 a year. I highly recommend CompareNow.com.
At Taco Bueno, we make our food with fresh ingredients, like our new $3.99 party combo. In a kitchen by cooks who, cook. It's great tasting Tex-Mex made fresh. Get a great deal with our $3.99 party combo. 2 party tacos, a party burrito, party nachos, and a small drink.
Get up close with strange, exotic, and dangerous creatures. Join us for Kindervision at the Dallas World Aquarium August 30th. Kindervision is brought to you by these sponsors. From News 8, here's tomorrow's Weather Planner, sponsored by Lawn Smith Roofing, a proud sponsor of News 8's Weather Minds.
Miley Cyrus often leaves us speechless with her antics, but at this year's VMAs, the pop princess found a new way to cause a stir. And this time, she says it's all for a good cause. You might call it deja vu. It's one day after the VMAs, and once again, Miley Cyrus is dominating the pop news cycle. But there was no twerking, no foam finger waving this time.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
When Miley's hit Wrecking Ball won the coveted Moon Man for Video of the Year,
Miley Cyrus, wrecking ball.
instead of going on stage, she decided to let this homeless man accept her award for her.
My name is Jesse, and I am accepting this award on behalf of the 1.6 million runaways and homeless youth in the United States who are starving, lost, and scared for their lives right now. I know this because I'm one of these people.
His name is Jesse Helms, a 22-year-old from Salem, Oregon. An aspiring model, he had a page on the website Model Mayhem. Today, his mom told the Oregonian newspaper at one point he was living in a bush. Tears began to stream down Miley's face as the pop star watched from the audience.
I've survived in shelters all over the city. I've cleaned your hotel rooms. I've been an extra in your movies. I've been an extra in your life.
Her surprise move pays homage to Marlon Brando, who once sent a Native American woman to collect his Oscar for The Godfather in 1973.
I'm representing Marlon Brando this evening.
A protest against the movie industry's treatment of Native Americans.
Thank you so much for your time.
Jesse ended his speech by asking people to check out Miley's Facebook page, where she posted a video about youth homelessness.
Right here in LA, actually just a few miles from where I live, there are young people who are just like you and me with huge dreams.
After the show, Miley Instagrammed a picture with the man she now calls her hero at In-N-Out Burger, celebrating her big night. And she's received wide-ranging praise from unlikely supporters like Maria Shriver, tweeting, "Smart use of airtime." And Susan Sarandon thanks Miley Cyrus for making the invisible homeless visible. A stark difference from the media firestorm she generated from last year's widely panned performance. The VMAs are now synonymous with shocking surprises. Who could forget Kanye's outburst against Taylor Swift a few years back?
But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Or Britney and Madonna's infamous girl kiss. But Miley says this isn't a one-time media stunt.
Now this is just the beginning for me, so we gotta start somewhere. So specifically, I want us to focus on My Friend's Place, a homeless center for young people in Hollywood.
Those who donate will get the chance to hang out with Miley backstage at her Bangers Tour concert in Brazil. The homeless organization My Friend's Place told ABC News they've already raised more than $200,000 in just 24 hours.
A dream you dream alone is only a dream. The dream you dream together is reality.
Which goes to show that going off script for a good cause can have its rewards. What a difference a year makes. We're going from naughty to noble. Talk about an image makeover for Miss Miley. Thanks for watching ABC News. World News Now is coming up soon with overnight breaking news. Tune into Good Morning America tomorrow, and as always, we are online at abcnews.com. Good night, America. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.
Every day, more Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
This week, David Muir with a Made in America wake-up call. It's not only ripping you off, but also...
It is taking our jobs away.
...stealing real American jobs. This week, David Muir is on the job with Made in America on ABC's World News with Diane Sawyer.
Miss a Nightline? Want the best of Nightline? Well, just go to abc.com/watch to catch Nightline anytime and from anywhere. And go on. Set your DVR now, right now, for Nightline. There's nothing in late night like
Nightline. Nightline.
Nightline.
Nightline.
Only on Nightline. Get closer with Alexa Economos, News 8 Daybreak.
The Insider with perspective on today's top trending stories.
Blue Ivy's VMA reveal her first ever live TV appearance. As Mommy owns the night. Her flawless performance as she finally shut down all those nasty divorce rumors.
Beloved, I love you much.
We're at the
Red carpet booty paddle.
Who has the best booty? Beyonce? I don't know, Nicki, Iggy, they all are amazing.
Then we go inside Miley's reinvention.
I can't believe it's been a year.
From serial twerker to humanitarian.
I just done everything that's gonna make me happy.
Then, your boss
Johnson's here breaking down VMA fashion. You'll find out what Lloyd likes, Lloyd loves, and Lord have mercy. Plus, all the pre-VMA drama. From Nikki's Anaconda snake fight and Iggy's football to the Suge Knight shoot. Time to go inside. Now, the latest celebrity news delivered to you 24/7. It's the Insider together with Yahoo. How Beyonce turned the VMAs into the VMAs, plus the reinvention of Miley's, what difference a year makes. Hello, everybody. I'm Kevin Frazier.
And I'm Thea Andrews. We are all over the show's biggest moments, plus the wild world of VMA fashion. Beyonce, Kim, and Nicki, our style insider Lloyd Boston, brings on his likes, loves, and Lord have mercy.
But first, Beyonce. Once again, the Queen Bee was the story at the VMAs. Our Kelty Knight, a special correspondent, produced. We're on the case, of course. But let me take you back for a second. Remember 2011? Beyonce used the stage to announce her pregnancy. Well, now, 3 years later, there was Baby Blue with her mama as the world swooned.
Welcome to my world.
The greatest living entertainer, Beyonce.
Overcome with emotion after an epic set, it was a family united on stage. Beyonce, Jay, and his mirror image Baby Blue making her on-stage debut.
Beyonce performed her 15-minute medley with a 3-minute home movie at the end.
Putting those rumors to bed.
Setting social media on fire. This was the moment of the night. When cameras caught Little Miss Diva in a gold Bond point dress, Unleasha hand danced flawless. In this Vine video, Papa J even looked surprised by the spontaneous move.
I'm having such a good time with y'all. Y'all ready to get grimy?
Turning the VMAs to the BMAs, the Queen proved once again it's girls who run the world.
A person who believes in the social, political, and economic equality of the sexes.
I just like what Beyonce represents. I like that she's like lifting up other women because women don't like to lift up other women. It's like a really hard world out here for girls.
But the red carpet was jam-packed with strong, fearless females. Miley, Jennifer Lopez, Ariana Grande, Iggy Azalea, and a pink-delicious Gwen Stefani who made her first VMA appearance since 2005.
You know what? It's so crazy. This is like the loudest audience ever. You guys should be here right now. It's so fun. At this year's VMAs, it's all about the battle of the booty. Beyonce versus Nicki versus Iggy. Oh my God. Look at her. Who has the best booty? Who do you think? Queen, you started it. I wouldn't say I started it. Jennifer started it. I don't know. Maybe Beyonce? I don't know. Nicki, Iggy, they all are amazing. If you had to pick a favorite booty of those, whose booty wins?
I don't know. Who's the realest?
First things first, I'm the realest.
Like, you were the connoisseur of booty, Snoop. I'm from a spectator. I can watch from afar. I got that X-ray vision.
Ooh, that big fat butt.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
They enjoy like a free pop.
I think that's mine's the big one. It's a bit, no, I can't do it in Jesus. Yeah.
You know, everything that all those other ladies are trying and hoping to be one day, Beyonce is right now. It was like watching a 15-minute masterclass. She's that good.
It was incredible. And let's not forget Blue Ivy. I mean, she stole my heart last night. When she said, "Yay, Mommy," I think me and every mom across America almost died. This was really her coming out party. We've never seen the baby on live TV before, but Kelty and Caduce, of course, joining us now. What was it like to be there witnessing Beyonce and Jay in the house?
I mean, she's not just a performer. She's royalty, right? And she brought down the house, of course. And there was a very cool moment. When they left stage, we actually saw them embrace, and then they got to the bottom of the stairs backstage, and they had a big group hug with little Blue Ivy right in the middle. My heart melted. I couldn't stop clapping and dancing and everything.
It was very sweet. I just hope all of this really does put the divorce rumors to bed, because I love these two together. And she threw out the word beloved. You don't use that word lightly.
Serious. Yeah, that's not a breakup word.
I feel you. It was a great show, but this was an eventful weekend. There was plenty of craziness at the VMA's rehearsals. Iggy's tumble, there was a hungry anaconda, and then the madness when gunfire erupted at Chris Brown's pre-VMA's party.
Rap mogul Suge Knight, lucky to be alive after being shot multiple times inside this crowded Sunset Strip nightclub early Sunday. As seen in this footage obtained by TMZ, it was a pre-VMA party hosted by Chris Brown. He reportedly took 5 bullets to the stomach and chest and 1 to the arm, but he was still able to walk out of the club and crouch beside this sheriff's car while waiting for an ambulance. He is recovering from surgery. Brown, who is currently on probation, tweeted, "It's disappointing that we as a society can't have fun or enjoy ourselves without any altercations sometimes. Miss me with the blank." And there was drama on Friday when Nicki's Real Snake Prop, a boa bit dancer during Friday's rehearsal of this opening number with Ariana Grande and Jessie J.
What happened? I didn't see what happened, but I believe there is no longer a case. That's all I know. People don't realize, there's thousands of fans, there's a lot of noise in there. There clearly was too much to say.
The dancer was treated and back on stage by Showtime, and the boa was, fired. But did you even notice? And while rehearsing, Iggy Azalea suffered a little more than a bruised ego when she ran out of stage, and this happened. And she did. In her step during her Black Widow number with Rita Ora.
Can I go back to Suge Knight for a second? She's the one person that I'm afraid of, because wherever Suge goes, bad things happen. If I'm in a club and Suge walks in, I pay my tab, I get out.
I was once stuck on a boat with Suge, and I consider jumping off.
You'd rather sleep with the sharks, because when Suge is around, people get knocked out or shot or something bad just happens.
Well, this has been very eye-opening. Who knew your lives were so careless? Let's move on from that drama to what's happier news. Mom to be Kelly Rowland was beautiful and glowing last night, sitting next to Jay-Z and Blue Ivy during Beyonce's performance. But before that, she got a very special escort to the show from, that.
Yeah, I wanted to bask in her mom to be glow, and it all started when I picked her up in the hotel.
I'm glad you're fully clothed. Good. I'm stumbling over here. Expectant mom Kelly Rowland, who announced the pregnancy in June by dropping this adorable Instagram pic, look incredible on the VMA's red carpet in a shimmering pink halter dress by Kaufman Franco and jewels by Lorraine Schwartz. But before all that, I got down basic, like how she gets her skin glowing and smelling fresh.
I wonder what your regimen actually entails when you're leading up to the VMAs. The left leg, you can just roll out of bed.
Oh, no, there's a lot of work to be done. But thank you so much.
What's the scent?
Well, mine personally in the shower is Caress Emerald Run. So that's me. And then I actually build off from there.
Down the elevator and into the limo for a ride to the Los Angeles Forum and the VMA red carpet where Miley Cyrus caressed Kelly's baby bump.
I heard it was good luck if you got like a rub from my way. I didn't want to rub her down too much. I hate when people think that it's okay to like come up and grab bellies.
It was kind of an awkward moment when I got out of the limo at the top of the red carpet, and everyone around us was thinking, hold on, could this is Kelly Rowland? No, clarification, not my baby. Not exactly what I was
I'm so glad we have that on the record now. Thank you.
There was so much confusion.
Coming up, my Michelle preview is one of the designers to the stars. Plus, J-Lo, Taylor, Ariana, we go behind the scenes of last night's VMA fashion.
Yes.
Plus, a year after the twerk, how Miley is reinventing her image.
I started understanding like my power and my platform.
She's the person I would trade outfits with on the red carpet.
Really?
She's my best. That outfit would look good on you, too.
You got so many compliments and after you had it.
All aboard. Okay.
Excuse me? Can I sit here?
Sure.
I'm Maisie and I'm 6.
Hi, Maisie. I'm Chen. You nervous?
Yeah, a little.
Now in production for ABC, from the executive producers of Grey's Anatomy and Scandal.
How to Get Away with Murder.
I'm Viola Davis. I play Professor Annalise Keating. She recruits students to work in a law firm. How'd you get this?
It wasn't exactly legal, and we just have to get creative.
She is sexual, powerful, and mysterious.
I want to be her.
How to Get Away with Murder. Thursdays this fall on ABC.
I'm Jim Ashton. They're trucks because they're angry, and it's not hard to see why. There's baby you can hurt by big trucks coming down the sides and call me.
Jim makes big trucking companies pay you what's right. Get Jim Ashton.
Come on.
For everything you enjoy.
Ingen det var mig.
A tiny check from the insurance company.
Det ligger vi två nu.
214-817-320-1111.
That's not everyday stuff.
Don't go grocery shopping in this. No, this is not everyday stuff.
No, it is not. See, that is my definition of red carpet. Classy, sexy, stylish, and beautiful. Kerry Washington at last year's Emmys with baby on board. Nobody knew. Rocky Marquez.
I'm sure we're going to have lots of fashion moments to disagree about tomorrow from the Emmy red carpet. But first, I got an early fashion forecast about what Carrie and the stars could be wearing this year from one of Hollywood's go-to designers.
You're right.
Who can you see wearing this?
So I can totally see Kerry Washington in that dress. I'm sure she wants to show off her post-baby body.
You want to spend the fun with me?
Gilbert Chigori is a red carpet favorite. He's dressed in Panettiere, Elmhurst, and Alice County. He predicts we'll see lots of black, white, and red, a splash of pastels, and metallic looks like this is picked for Julia Roberts.
It's very conservative, but at the same time it has some sexiness to it.
This is fun. Who do you see wearing this fabric?
I think Sofia Vergara should walk in with something like that. You have the drama for the carpet, but after you can just unhook it and have a very comfortable party dress.
Gilbert's fashions retail from $5,000 to $14,000. And I have a confession, he's dressing me for the Emmys.
Not showing you that until the Emmys. See you then. All will be revealed tonight, including to me because I never had a final fitting. I like to keep my fashion excited.
So you're just whatever.
Right, straight ahead, we're going to keep the style train going.
We're almost like in the same family and circling, right?
As our style insider brings on his life's love, ultimate style loss on the VMA red carpet. Then,
Though I may have been invisible to you on the streets, I have a lot of the same dreams that brought many of you here tonight.
The story behind Miley's reinvention and goodwill gesture.
This gave me an amazing opportunity and turned my life around in a different way.
Closed captioning provided by...
There's a story behind my skin. My only makeup, True Match.
Only True Match has L'Oreal's technology to match your skin's unique tone and undertone. 100% guaranteed.
My skin, my story, my True Match.
From L'Oreal.
When I had my first migraine, I was lucky. That sounds crazy, I know, but my mom got migraine, so she knew this would help. Excedrin migraine starts to relieve my pain in 30 minutes, plus sensitivity to light, sound, even nausea. Excedrin migraine works.
your father had one final request.
He wanted his kids at the network.
Judd, what's it been, 7 years? What happened to Coach?
She slept with my boss.
Well, that'll do it.
Yes, it did.
Done.
Right.
So look at it.
You should listen to yourself sometimes.
You should look at yourself sometimes.
Getting over is complicated, and you don't so complicated.
This is the guy that slept with my wife.
Princess cut.
You coming in?
Should I?
I would.
This is Where I Meet You. Rated R. Starts September 19th.
Your whole family loves. It is so good all of the time.
Today's Gotham Celebrity Central Snap, Kerry Washington and cast of Scandal get the Variety and Women in Film Emmy nominees celebration powered by Samsung Galaxy. More Gotham Social Gallery on Yahoo Sports.
This model you're at, and we're unleashing bonus cash on the 2014 Nissans. Get to Nissan's bottom line with the most exciting lineup on the road.
Get up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash. Shop ChooseNissan.com.
America's Best Designer Sale is going on now. You get 2 pairs of glasses for $69.95, plus get a free eye exam. Hundreds of designer frames to choose from. Sofia Vergara, Project Runway, Darion, and more. The Designer Sale at America's Best. 2 pairs of glasses for $69.95 and a free eye exam. Hurry, sale ends Saturday. Call 1-800-2-PAIR or visit americasbest.com to schedule an appointment today. America's Best, the best prices in sight.
I'm Greg Abbott's mother-in-law, but I also became his madrina, his godmother, when he joined our church. Greg is a man who keeps his word and always looks out for his family and his faith. He has a deep commitment to public service and our values. He is someone you can trust. I love having Greg Abbott as my son-in-law, and Texas will love having him as their governor.
Now through Monday, Labor Day. Check out the new Sofia Vergara collection at Rooms to Go. Get big savings and finance interest-free until January 2020. Zero interest till January 2020. Over 5 years from now. See the very latest from the Sofia Vergara collection. Fresh styles, modern designs, all beautiful and affordable, and exclusively at Rooms to Go. Shop now through Monday, Labor Day.
It just looks like $1 million.
Just the model you're at? And we're unleashing bonus cash on the 2014 Nissan. Get to Nissan's bottom line for the most exciting lineup on the road.
Get up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash. Shop ChooseNissan.com.
Moments we'll never forget from the VMAs. The infamous VMA Miley Cyrus tour, the most talked about moment of last year's MTV VMAs.
Without a doubt, yeah,
Right.
the beginning, the end of shoot, let's not forget about that. But what did last night, Miley shocked us with her humility, and Kelty, you know Miley, has she begun to change?
Well, I think there's a lot more to Miley Cyrus than people give her credit for, and also that a lot of people were sort of waiting for her to, out-twerk her twerk fest from last year, and she definitely had her big moment, but she did it in a completely different way.
I can't believe it's been a year.
You have probably the most talked about performance maybe ever in VMA history.
Miley's infamous twerking catapulted her and that foam finger into the pop culture stratosphere. But today's reinvented Miley told me the negativity the performance stirred never got in her way.
My life, I just done everything that's gonna make me happy and with good intentions, and arguably I don't think it adds up when bad things happen if you're doing it with truth. This gave me an amazing opportunity and turned my life around in a different way. And I started understanding my power and my platform.
That power and platform helped her album Bangers sell over 1 million copies. Her international tour wraps this fall and is expected to gross over $100 million. But last night, before Video of the Year was called, it seems Cyrus was tipped off about her VMA victory.
There's something that I'm doing that's really special that I'm really excited about.
In sharp contrast to last year, Miley chose to stay off the stage. Instead, the emotional winner watched as a young Los Angeles homeless man accepted on her behalf.
And I am accepting this award on behalf of the 1.6 million runaways and homeless youth in the United States.
People have been planning for you to twerk all around the carpet, but you're on a different vibe now.
But we did notice one thing that remains the same for Miley. She just can't keep that tongue in her mouth. And that's why we love Miley. She's authentic, she's doing her thing, she's doing a little good in the world, and she's going to do it with her tongue sticking out. Fine, do it.
She's grown up. I also love that she was team on the fashion.
I know, she looked great. That outfit, mom approved. They'll give her the stamp of approval. By the way, speaking of fashion, leather, metallic skin, very big trends last night. But so is the domination of women over 40 who showed the young stars how it is done.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness. So can we get a fashion spin?
Gwen rocking her own design from Lab Couture. J-Lo sizzling in a skin-tight silver Charbel Zoe stunner.
You are absolutely beautiful.
The Fab Moms proving they can do it all.
Everything has been really fun, exciting, new, fresh.
Iggy topping in the night's biggest trend, metallic, compliment to the Cartier Versace.
I flew it all the way from Milan.
Taylor also shaking the sparkle along with Ariana, who took the stage in trendy metallic but rocked the red carpet in the night's other big fashion trend, leather, along with lovely Miley and Naveen's new wife, Bahati.
Kim Kardashian showed off lots of cleavage and nearly had a red carpet disaster when Vogue's September cover girl, Joan Smalls, showed off a similar outfit from the same collection.
It's one of a kind, and it's iconic. It's like a piece of art.
Yahoo Celebrity Heat Index shows 45% of the Twitter traffic was negative on the VMA fashion from people who disliked how little clothing the artist wore. Still, the best throwback red carpet moment of the night went to Katy Perry and rumored boyfriend Riff Raff in their matching custom Versace denim outfits.
A throwback to Britney and Justin.
Britney responded, "At Katy Perry, just when I thought the denim dress had retired, you bring it back."
Joining us now, our style insider, Lloyd Boston, author of the Style Checklist. Lloyd is here to tell us all about what he liked, what he loved, and Lloyd have mercy from the VMAs.
Well, you know, you had Nicki Minaj first up in Saint Laurent. This was a sequin snake mini. Now, I like this because as we saw her further on into the evening, the fashion steered left and kind of veered off the highway. Ariana Grande, I like that as well. I mean, she was wearing Moschino. This was a sizzling little number. She grew up from last year. Leather, zippers, knee-high boots. I mean, this is something you don't want to put your daughter in at that age, but she's a rock star. Gwen Stefani. Now, this was an interesting challenge because she's not a 20-something anymore, but she's on the red carpet wearing Glam, her own label. But I have to say I like it because she didn't look like a desperate person trying to fit in with a 20-something.
You know what? She looked like somebody's mommy. She looked like somebody's mom, and I love that about her.
She looked better than anyone else on the carpet last night.
She does look spectacular, but there is somebody who looks better. That is her age. We'll get to that in a moment.
All right, Iggy Azalea. This was interesting because she chose Atelier Versace. So this silver number was a little ill-fitting around the Netherlands, we'll call it. And it's right where we can see it. So a little snug, but I liked it.
Okay, so now we know what you like, but what does Lloyd love?
I have to say Miley Cyrus. I was so pleasantly surprised. This year she was very elegant, if you will, in a young hip kind of way. So we're talking about leather, two-top, high-waist pants. Very simple, but chic.
Elegant is a bit of a stretch, Lloyd, but okay.
I'm a Miley scale.
She
did look good. All right, let's keep going. Who else did you
love? I mean, you think about Miley, you can't follow that without talking about Taylor.
Hello, this is who looked better than Gwen Stefani.
Well, Charbel Zoe, I mean, she's a designer who's now going to be a household name worldwide because that silver was all over J-Lo in all the right places.
It wasn't designer, it was J-Lo.
Now, let's talk about Solange Knowles. Now, again, H&M is an affordable label.
The pantsuit in general on a red carpet is not my favorite thing.
Well, when you do it without a blouse, it looks kind of 70s runway, if you will.
Tailored, so it was really baggy.
The only thing I would have to say about Solange is she's had a long way away from Beyonce and Jay-Z. They were like, sit over there.
Sit over there in your H&M, not near us.
And flats, please. No spiked heels.
Yeah, I love it.
That leads us to the worst dress stars tonight. What made you say Lloyd have mercy?
I have to say Taylor Swift got me on the Lloyd have mercy train. Now, this was what they called, I think she called it a play suit to designer, Mary Catanzu, and I called it an adult onesie.
I think it was a good idea, maybe not perfectly executed.
I want to hear what else you'd like.
I have to say Katy Perry. I mean, this looks comical to me.
But it was supposed to be
That's
comical.
That's where I got to cut her some slack because she was paying tribute to the Britney Justin denim outfit that they wore.
When she looks back 10 years from now, she might not be laughing.
We're going to be back after the break with the star that put Lloyd at a loss. That's coming up next.
Nice work if you can get it. Experience Broadway's hilarious new musical comedy that combines laughter, romance, and high-stepping Broadway magic for an evening bursting with girls, 1920s glamour, and the glorious songs of Gershwin. Featuring hit songs like Let's Call the Whole Thing Off, fascinating rhythm, and someone to watch over me. Nice work if you can get it. September 2nd through the 14th, Music Hall at Fair Park. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Big Fish Casino. Download the app for free on iPhone, iPad, or Android.
Progressive Insurance here. Ever since we launched Snapshot, my life has been positively great. What's Snapshot, you ask? Only a revolutionary tool that can save you big time. time. Just plug it in, and the better you drive, the more cash you'll stash. Switching to Progressive can already save ye $500. Snapshot could save ye even more. Sweet maiden, bring up to me thy spiciest wings of buckwheat.
At IKEA, we don't just design furniture. We design good mornings.
Thank you.
Little experiments. Big ideas. Brighter ways. And better tomorrows you can take home today. Imagine if every day was just a little bit better. For everyone.
With 2015 models now on the ground, we're in the middle of our summer sell-down event going on right now at Southwest Kia. Hi folks, I'm Bill Dickinson here with Southwest Kia, and with two of our most popular models for under $200, you can choose between a brand new Kia Optima for 36 payments of only $169 a month, or how about a brand new Kia Soul, 36 payments of only $149 a month. Shop us online at southwestkia.com and then come visit us at any of our 3 convenient locations. And remember, if I can't beat a new car Kia deal in Texas, I'm just gonna give it to you.
Now it's time for the Insider's Social Sound-Off.
Hey Insiders, the VMAs are known for their interesting fashion. We asked you, what's your favorite look from the red carpet was last night, and here's what you had to say.
Hey Insiders, so I was really impressed with Laverne Cox last night.
I love Kesha's dress and Beyonce's.
Hands down, Beyonce. She was absolutely breathtaking on the red carpet.
So Insiders, keep the conversation going on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram 24/7.
Travel consideration provided by...
Introducing Savings Kesha from Walmart. It compares prices to top stores in your area. If there's a lower advertised price, Walmart will give you the difference on the e-gift card.
Oh,
my! Everybody counts.
Yeah.
Go to walmart.com/savingsketcher and enter your receipt.
All right, we're back with Lloyd Boston. Who left you at a loss? Amber Rose, bottom line. Chain Dress by Laura DeWitt. I say that if your body is not off the chain, you should stay out of chains. And hers was not off the chain.
It was kind of more desperate than dazzling. It's also been done before, right?
Yeah.
Rose McGowan wore something very similar to the VMAs as well.
That's right.
You know what, Amber, married to Wiz Khalifa, longtime love of Kanye West. You now are a mother, and just stop. Just, Lloyd, we'll see you back here tomorrow with Emmy, fashion. Amber, you know better than that. The Insider together with...
Yahoo! Your 24/7 celebrity news conversation. Take care, everyone.
The Masters of Action from Expendables 3 and Mako's Masters of Paint team up for a $2.99 overall paint special. Make your ride epic again. And catch the Expendables 3 in theaters August 15th. Mako, America's Body Shop.
We are born makers. So we made a car that puts the latest technology within reach of everyone. Rebooted and reimagined to challenge your perceptions of what an American sedan can be. The all-new Chrysler 200, America's import. Well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200 Limited for $199 a month.
I'm a barn-burning, big truck-beating hammer. If you've been hurt by a big truck, call me first. Recently, one of my clients hurt his back and neck in a bad truck wreck. I hammered him, got him $228,150 in his pocket. I'm Jim Adams, the Texas Hammer. When it comes to big truck wrecks, you want to come out on top. Call me right now. Call 214-817-320-1111. 214-817-320-1111.
The Masters of Action from Expendables 3 and Mako's Masters of Paint team up for a $2.99 overall paint special. Make your ride epic again. And catch the Expendables 3 in theaters August 15th. Mako, America's Body Shop.
From News 8, here's tomorrow's Weather Planner, sponsored by Longsmith Roofing, a proud sponsor of News 8's Weather Minds.
From the Emmys, red carpet to your closet and 3D mascara too tomorrow.
Mainly he's just a really good person. That's the main thing. And people liked him.
An Emmons High School graduate found dead within weeks of moving off to college. As family and friends remember his life, there are questions about his death.
An elementary school teacher arrested, accused of being drunk in class.
Pile of tires all over Texas. How these massive mounds could make our West Nile season worse.
It was bad. Really hard bad.
Sharing his story and his fight, the Midlothian team's courageous cancer fight is earning support from around the world.
Live from Victory Park, this is News 8 at 10.
Good evening, I'm John McKay.
And I'm Cynthia Seguirre. Friday night football kicks off this week, but the state champion Allen Eagles won't be playing on their home turf this Friday or any other this fall. Repair work is already underway on the $60 million stadium and the cracks that formed in its concrete. As the work moves forward, the football season goes on. Channel 8's Collin County reporter Jobin Paniker live in Allen with that story. Jobin?
Well, tonight we heard from the facilities director and we heard everything is on schedule and the goal is to still have this all done by graduation. It's when the real work begins, the first practices after the first day of school. From calculated drills here to here, Devonna's keeping a close eye on football practice in an air-conditioned car.
So that I can see them and I'm not up there baking on the bleachers.
Her son is on the field with hundreds of other kids. JV is practicing in the shadow of Eagle Stadium, where a different kind of work is happening. The board got updates today on plans to fix their $60 million stadium, a stadium sitting out this season. 6 phases unveiled. So far, everything is on schedule. The scoreboard is first. The base of it has been taped off. By phase 2, it'll be the retaining and basement walls, and some work on the concourse. Phase 3, they hope to start in October. The press box, concrete columns, and other building repairs. No stadium, no problem here at Eagle Designs.
You know, we wanted to do something that would pull everybody together and say, hey, it doesn't matter where we play.
The Road Warrior theme is taking off here, and it's what has parents like Devonna watching from afar.
But it doesn't stop our passion for football, and, you know, we're going to play no matter what.
Band, football, and other programs won't see this field this season, but that doesn't stop the work, no matter how you look at it. Well, another update here. We've got some work happening tomorrow. Pro Construction will start drilling into new piers to help fortify that scoreboard. Remember, that's part of phase 1. Reporting live here in Allen, Jobin Paniker, Channel 8 News.
All right, Jobin. There are some new questions tonight involving Dallas County District Attorney Craig Watkins and his spending practices. News 8 broke the story about Watkins' crash in a county-owned SUV and a secret settlement paid out of the DA's forfeiture funds. Well, now News 8 has learned Watkins used the same account to defend himself against contempt of court charges. The price tag, nearly $18,000. Legal experts call it questionable.
They should have gone to the Attorney General and asked for an opinion. I think it's close, but in my view, I don't think it's permissible.
Just as they defended the accident settlement, the district attorney's office defended the payment of legal fees in the contempt case. In a statement, the office says that Watkins was not using the forfeiture money as his personal bank account, but to fight to protect the integrity of his office.
Fort Worth Police Chief Jeff Halstead is getting support from the department's top brass tonight following calls for his resignation. The police department's executive staff sent a letter to all employees today saying, quote, "It is clear there are relationships within the department that need to be restored. We believe Chief Halstead is eager to address racial concerns and issues." A black officers group is calling for Halstead to step down, claiming he hinders some officers' careers. An Arlington ISD teacher did not make it to the first day of class. Officers arrested her on campus Friday for public intoxication. Megan Updegraff is listed as a first-grade teacher at West Elementary on the Arlington ISD website. Grand Prairie Police made the arrest. The district says classes were not yet in session at the time. Updegraff is now on leave from the district.
Dallas police say the man shot and killed by officers this morning after a chase threatened a woman and her children. Now, the officer shot 29-year-old Stephen Douglas after he led them on a chase to an auto shop. This morning's shooting is the third involving a Dallas police officer in the last week and the 12th so far this year. Now, police say the family violence began over the weekend. They said that Douglas threatened an ex with a gun. Then this morning, according to police, he chased a woman, broke out her car window, and kidnapped the 2 children inside their vehicle, one of them his own. Police said that Douglas later dropped off the kids in Balch Springs Officers were able to ping his cell phone to locate him.
Douglas began to stumble as he passed a parked car at a service island at that location. His momentum carried him into the middle service bay. As he was falling, he turned and pointed a small caliber pistol directly at Officer Moreno.
The officer fired back at Douglas, killing him. That officer is now on routine administrative leave.
To the border crisis now, President Obama is preparing to announce a plan to let millions of undocumented immigrants stay in the United States. White House sources say the president is considering several executive options to provide legal protections and work permits to immigrants. Now, one of those would be an extension of the immigration relief program passed in 2012. The move comes after Congress failed to pass border reforms before they took their August recess. Now, this is the subject of tonight's instant poll. Should immigrants living in the United States receive amnesty? Text A for yes or B for no to 48411. Again, 48411. We'll have the results coming up.
Members of the Irving Nimitz High School football team will wear black patches during their first game of the season this Friday in honor of a former student found dead in Lubbock. 18-year-old Dalton Diebrich was an incoming freshman at Texas Tech. He was found dead off campus early Sunday morning, and now there are questions about how he died. Channel 8's Jason Whiteley tonight live with that story. Jason.
John, right now there are a lot of questions about his death. Rumors, too, especially on social media. Officially, the Lubbock Police Department has not returned our calls, but we've learned that Dalton Diebrich is the third Texas Tech student to die just this month. And no one in Lubbock can remember such a somber start to school.
All right, we have
Dalton Diebrich enjoyed his YouTube channel, but loved nothing more than Texas Tech.
He did. I saw some pictures of him early in his life, and he had his Tech shirts on, and so that was one of his dreams.
One he was about to live. His mom was proud, posted pictures on Facebook, and she drove him to Lubbock just last week. Days later, though, she is now returning to retrieve his body.
Man, it's just a really tough time for the family and friends. We try and make sense of it, and of course you can't.
Over the weekend, Dalton's body was found at a home off campus. An autopsy and toxicology tests are underway. Diebrich was 18, starting life on his own. Hearts were also heavy as classes began at Irving's Nimitz High School. Diebrich graduated there several months ago.
Yeah, I just supported.
Where Joel Donaldson is the head basketball coach.
He had fun, and also he was a really good student, and mainly he was just a really good person. That's the main thing. People liked him.
Coach Donaldson says Diebrich's family was active in school athletics. Dalton played baseball, worked at the YMCA in Irving. Just a few weeks ago, his family took a cruise. The last summer vacation before their oldest boy went off to college. Jason Whiteley, Channel 8 News.
Dallas County Commissioner wants one of his colleagues removed from his position. Republican Mike Cantrell plans to introduce a resolution at tomorrow's Commissioners Court meeting. He wants District Attorney Craig Watkins to remove Democratic Commissioner John Wally Price from the court since Price was indicted by a federal grand jury for bribery and fraud. As for the case against Commissioner Price and 3 other defendants, a federal judge has delayed the trial until September of 2015. A reward is growing for help finding who burned 8 American flags, stole 4 others in Weatherford. Parker County Crime Stoppers now offering up to $13,000. That investigation began August 8th. The fire marshal says they've received some tips, but none have panned out and still need more leads.
Happening right now, we are riding along as crews spray a far North Dallas neighborhood for mosquitoes. Just today, Dallas County confirmed 6 new mosquito pools tested positive for West Nile virus. And year to year, West Nile virus is a persistent health threat here in North Texas. This is a map of all of the mosquito pools in Dallas County that tested positive for the virus. The orange representing positive mosquito traps, the blue representing human cases. But there's something that's found all over Texas adding to the threat. Waste tires, and they're in the millions. Byron Harris has the story as News 8 investigates.
Mosquitoes carry West Nile virus. Tires can hold the water where mosquitoes breed. And you can find piles of unauthorized scrap tires all over Texas.
There are 15 million scrap tires at 83 sites around the state. Here's a site of 2.2 million illegal tires outside San Antonio. Here's a gully holding 300,000 more in Grayson County, not far from Sherman. And here's a site in Seagoville, a couple of miles from Dallas. It's right next to the Federal Correctional Institute, where prisoners exercise outside every day. There are between 300,000 and 400,000 tires at this facility. Each one can hold water, which can be a breeding place for mosquitoes and a potential disease source for West Nile virus. And that can create a health problem for the city of Seagoville. Seagoville says it placed mosquito traps near the site to detect West Nile and arranged for spraying in the area. But the unauthorized scrap tires have been an unsolved problem there for 4 years. Statewide, the number of scrap tires, 15 million, has not been reduced for the last 3 years. The Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, which oversees the collection, processing, storage, and recycling of the scrap tires, told News 8, "We are addressing the problem. We want to get these tires recycled or reused."
The whole example of tires is a failure of recycling in the American economy. This is the one item that we've not done very well with. Newspapers we do okay, and aluminum cans, but for some reason tires have been a real problem.
More than half the scrap tires generated in the state each year, 14 million in 2012, are burned as fuel. And most of them are burned in concrete plants, like these in Midlothian. Together, the 3 plants in Midlothian are the largest single source of industrial air pollution in North Texas. While burning tires as fuel removes them from the waste stream, it creates another one, air pollution. Tires can be ground for reuse in paving and landscaping, but all told, only about 1 in 7 scrap tires is used that way. Tires, says Jim Schoenbeck of Downwinders at Risk, are ultimately a health problem.
It affects public health whether you leave these tires in a big lot somewhere unattended where rainwater can get to them. They also, for us, are a public health nuisance because they are then burned and dispersed the same toxins you would find in a landfill. They disperse those into the atmosphere for people to breathe.
Like many environmental problems, the seemingly inert tire is really a threat that seems harmless until you get stung. Byron Harris, Channel 8 News.
Does fracking cause earthquakes? It's an ongoing battle in North Texas. Next at 10, why new drilling restrictions could lead to the answer.
There are certain things that you just can't fix, and this is one of them.
A journey of faith, hope, and courage. The story about a Midlothian teen's cancer fight is going global.
Well, how about some rain? How about some cooler temperatures? They're both in the forecast. I'll tell you what it means for your Labor Day weekend coming up. And later in sports, we know the Cowboys struggle on defense, but is the penalty flag their biggest obstacle?
It's the model year end. And we're unleashing bonus cash on the 2014 Nissan. Bottom line, Nissan's got the most exciting lineup on the road.
Nissan bottom line. Get up to 1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers on select Nissans.
Okay, what time is it? 12:50 a.m. August 26th. I just turned off the TV and now I'm gonna turn this off.